Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another special edition of the Feuerstein's Fire American Soccer Show. I'm your host, Daniel Feuerstein. This is the CONCACAF Gold Cup USA versus Haiti post-game show as the United States defeats Haiti by a final of 2-1. It was a good match. The USA did what they had to do. They got their goals. They did it any way, any means possible, and they advance to the quarterfinals. They go into the knockout stage. They are top of the group with 9 points, and that's all you can really ask for. Just win all your games. You reach the quarterfinals by winning the first 2 games for 6 points, and then you want to make sure you're top of the group winners with the win. Draw really would have put them across the threshold, but you want them to play well with confidence and to get that win under their belt. So it's a clean sweep. They destroyed Trinidad and Tobago 5-0. They edged Saudi Arabia 1-0. They edged Haiti 2-1. And, when you look at the entire group phase or the entire group stage, while I am happy that they did get the wins that they're supposed to get, there is still some issues on this national team right now with this roster that I don't like. And obviously, I want to get the negatives out of the way because then I want to get to the positives. I don't want to go positives and negatives. I just think that's wrong. Let's go ahead and address the issues that we have here. Okay? Number one, forget about the opponents. Just forget the opponents. This is who you're playing against. This is who the USA had to play against, and there's nothing much more you can say or do. Okay? These are the teams that qualified, one of them being a guest team, of course, Saudi Arabia. This was on their schedule through CONCACAF, not by U.S. Soccer, through CONCACAF. This is what has to happen. This is what's in front of us. This is what's in front of them, and this was the level of competition that they had to play against. So any arguments, any quibbles, any gripes, out the window. It just does not matter anymore. They did the job. They got it done. But my issues are simply this. They retreated way too much. They kept passing back to the back line to reset attacking patterns or attacking runs, to reform a game plan. I think that was a negative in itself. That's just too much backtracking and too much reforming. Not enough oomph into putting your head down and going forward. Now, they did good at the start of the match, and then they got their goal. But then afterwards, they took their foot off the gas, and you cannot do that in an international competition. Not just in a Gold Cup competition, but in a World Cup. You do that, you will be severely punished. That's number one. Number two, I thought some of the passing did not connect. Just not enough concentration to receive the ball. And that cost them a lot of unforced errors. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. That cannot be put into a position where when you're playing against a team, it does not matter what level they're in. I don't care what confederation they play in. I don't care if they're the best or they're the worst or they're somewhere in between. Regardless of who you're playing against, you cannot make those mistakes. You cannot afford to make those mistakes. You just cannot. And then, number three, when you put your keeper in a poor position to cough the ball up and give a free shot to the opposition, well, that's what happened with Matt Freese. And I know everyone's saying, how Matt Freese is terrible. That you should, why'd you give up the ball there? That's on you. In reality, that's on Tim Ream. In reality, that's on Tim Ream. Tim Ream put his goalkeeper into a very bad position to get the ball cleared out. He was backtracking with the ball down the far side. He crossed it to Matt Freese. Okay, maybe Matt Freese should have maybe take a touch. Maybe he should have moved the ball along like himself down the near side maybe a little bit and then clear it down if you want to avoid something like that. But he was trying to get rid of the ball quickly and he mishit it and he gave it to Don Luicius, who is an excellent veteran of Haitian football, and he just easily punishes the USA for that free shot, for that free opportunity. So all I can say is on that one, ladies and gentlemen, is for Matt Freese, it's a learning experience. But Tim Ream is a veteran. He should know better than to give the ball back to the keeper in that position. Either you clear it over the far side touchline for a throw-in, or you just hold on to the ball, try to make a move somewhere, anywhere if you can. Truth is, you should just kicked it over the end line, not the end line, excuse me, over the far side touch line. Just concede a throw. You don't have to concede a corner. Just concede a throw. That's it. And then you'll reset defensively to try and prevent that ball from going into the back of your net. But what did I like? What did I like from this game against Haiti? I'll tell you what I liked. I like Brendan Aronson in how he stayed with the play. Even though Quinn Sullivan was there to give him back the ball on that rebound opportunity, because Brendan Aronson tried to take a shot that was blocked. Quinn Sullivan got the rebound, found Brendan Aronson again, former Philadelphia Union teammates. And then Brendan Aronson, lovely cross to Malik Tillman at the near post. And Tillman, who's really been hands-on, game on, whatever you want to say, heads that ball inside the far post to make it 1-0 in the 10th minute. I mean, he placed it perfectly with his head. Third goal in this CONCACAF Gold Cup for Malik Tillman, who had nothing in his previous call-ups for the U.S. men's national team. He wants to be the one in charge. He wants to be the one to lead the USA into the goal-scoring department. And it was absolutely fantastic. Also, finally, John Tolkien in this matchup and Patrick Agimong as well. They team up for the game-winning goal. John Tolkien along the near side late in the match in the 75th minute. Beautiful cross along the near side. How he just looped that ball into the path of Patrick Agimong, and then he finally took advantage of an opportunity. No issues, no lucky bounce, no lucky deflection, none of that. He finally was able to break through with, during the run of play, got the ball in front of him, in front of his path. He fakes out the keeper, wide open net. He slots it diagonally, rolls harmfully slow and over the entire goal line, inside the far post, inside the far side netting, and it's 2-1. Finally, we're seeing Agimong what he was supposed to do. Now, I will say this, because this is his first rodeo with the U.S. men's national team, and this counts for the January camp and the Nations League semifinal and third place matchups. Okay? This whole situation counts along with the Gold Cup tournament that he just finished with the group stage. While I like what I see from him, I will agree that I don't think he's ready for the big time. I think he still needs a little more seasoning for the national team. I think he needs more friendly matches. If I select him for the World Cup roster, I would just let him learn watching from the bench. Just let him watch. Don't give him any opportunity to get on the pitch. I think at this point, and I'm not If you're a Charlotte FC fan, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be on the World Cup roster. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be on the U.S. men's national team. I just feel he needs a little more seasoning because here's the thing. If you're going to have him go on a World Cup roster and you're going to throw him in there, I don't know if he'll be processing fast enough to get it. I just think that right now he should just stay home next summer. If he is going to make the World Cup roster, let him watch from the bench. Okay? I don't want him ruined. Do I see potential? I do. Do I think he's ready for this potential? That's where I think he's not there yet. If he was there, he would have had more than the 2 goals he scored in the group stage of the Gold Cup. Now, we'll see what happens in the quarterfinal matchup, depending on who they play. But right now, I would say this. I would say no to the World Cup roster. If he does make the World Cup roster, okay, if he does make it, let him watch from the bench. Don't sub him in. Let him experience it in front of him so he understands that when he is ready for this, for 2030, if they do qualify for the World Cup, then he's ready to go. I feel he needs more seasoning for the national team. I really do. I want to see him in a qualification setup. That's why I'm saying this, because I don't feel he's ready yet. He's not ready yet. Patrick Ajimong. It's nice what he's done. He did great at the January camp. He did good in the Nations League in the 3rd place match against Canada. He's done okay, decently in this Gold Cup. I don't think he's ready for the World Cup, and that's a bigger setting. Let him learn. It's okay to bring him on the roster, but let him watch from the bench. Don't sub him in. You want to give him a couple of minutes, maybe if the USA are going to move on to the next round out of the group stage. Okay, fine. Throw him out there for maybe 5-10 minutes. Outside of that, don't let him start. Don't let him be subbed in. Let him absorb what is in front of him for a World Cup tournament. If Pochettino does select him for the World Cup. Like I said, I see his potential. I do see potential. I just think he needs more seasoning, and then, only then, for the next World Cup cycle, it's all hands on deck with Ajimong. But for now, right now, the Gold Cup is enough. Friendly games, give him a chance. Let's see what he can do. But for the World Cup next summer, glue his backside to the bench and don't let him get a minute. Let him learn. Let him watch. Let him understand what's in front of him, because that, my friends, is when you'll really see him shine for 2030. But for now, he needs more seasoning to really be considered full-time for the national team. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I thought John Tolkien had a very good game. Not, Red Bull bias or anything like that. He's had some good moments in his couple of friendlies. He's been in the Gold Cup, of course, back in 2023. He's had some moments there. But, he's had some solid defensive play, great block in the first half, great tackle in the second half, fantastic assist for the game winner, like I said. He really is pretty good. I also liked Alex Freeman. I think Alex Freeman is definitely going to be a national team player for the future. I really liked it. Now, like I said, if he does get selected for the World Cup, don't play him. let him sit on the bench. Let him watch. If he doesn't get selected, that's okay because he has plenty of time. He has plenty of time in front of him. He needs more seasons in MLS. And let me just say this. If he does find a way to go to Europe and he does go to a club, I don't care where in Europe it is. I don't care where. I don't care if it's in the first division, the second division, the third division. I don't care. Any country is fine. I don't care. As long as he improves himself in the European game, I'm happy. And I want him to be successful. Now, if he's not ready to make that move to Europe, that's okay. He's just getting started in MLS. Let him have this season, maybe another 2, 3, 4 years in MLS. And then when a European side is ready for him to move on, to grab him and say, we want him to be part of our club, then make that move. I don't want him to leave too early. We need to see more of him at Orlando. We need to see more of him on the national team. Like I said, I don't think he's ready for the World Cup. But if you do select him, keep him on the bench. Don't give him a single minute at all. Don't. If he's not going to be on the World Cup roster, that's fine. It's okay. He's not ready yet. I don't think he's ready for it. Right now, solid job. He's done a solid job. I have nothing at all against Alex Freeman. I just really believe he has potential. But right now, this is his first major tournament in the Gold Cup. He's done very well. I'm not worried about it. We already know who's ready for the World Cup roster. That's Diego Luna, Jack McGlynn, Chris Richards. He's done very well. Matt Freese has done pretty good in this one too. He's made some saves, and once again, if not for Tim Ream forcing him to cough up that ball to put him in that poor position, maybe it's a different story. Maybe it's 2-0 and the USA, doesn't concede at all in this Gold Cup group stage. But I just believe that there is potential on this team for the national team. Certain players I don't believe are ready. I do believe Diego Luna is ready. I do believe that Jack McGlynn is ready. But right now, if you want to say for a World Cup roster, I don't think many of these players are ready for that move. Brendan Aronson looked pretty good in the game against Trinidad as a substitute. He looked very good in the starting position tonight. He got the great assist from Malik Tillman. And I also think Malik Tillman has finally, I think he has, in my opinion, he's made the World Cup roster. I really think he's showing now what he's been able to do. He's done very well at PSV Eindhoven in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. He's finally gotten 3 goals in this Gold Cup group stage. He should have had at least maybe 2, 3 more in this one. Probably should have had a hat trick. Other than that, so far so good. I don't have a problem with Malik Tillman making a World Cup roster at all. But once again, that's just my opinion. Mauricio Pochettino is the manager. He will select his roster. I have no say in it, like you have no say in it. I know you want to see him in it because Europe and all that stuff, and that's fine, whatever. But I want to see him make it because I want to see him show this form of him for the World Cup. That's what I want to see. Because that is the ultimate goal. Making a run next summer in the FIFA World Cup, which will be played here in the United States, along with our neighbors in Canada and in Mexico. Let's go ahead and take a look at the score sheet here. Tyler Adams gets booked early in the first minute, and of course, that was a very late tackle. Very late tackle. Don't understand why he had to do that. Look, I understand you want to, send a message, I guess, early on saying we're here. Don't mess with us. But still, though, I just thought that was a yellow card that should never have happened in the first place. I don't care if you bump him. Just don't tackle him down like that. That's all. But that's just how I feel. And once again, Malik Tillman, great goal. Nice assist from Brendan Aronson to make it 1-0. And then once again, Don Luicius makes it 1-1 the 19th minute. Just a very, very poor play. Tim Ream putting Matt Freese into that position. I know everyone's harassing, saying it's Matt Freese's fault. No, if Tim Ream doesn't put Matt Freese in that position, that doesn't happen. So yeah, it's really more on Tim Ream than it is on Matt Freese. Freese shouldn't have done it, I understand, but still though, that's more on Timmy than it is on Matt. So that's all I can say. But once again, great cross by John Tolkien to Patrick Ajimang, beats the keeper, fakes him out, goes around him, and then gets into an angle, tight angle, diagonal, slotted the pass. I should say the shot, excuse me. Just completely over the goal line, harmfully slow, and 2-1. And then they held on to win it 2-1, and they sweep the group stage with 3 wins, scoring 8, allowing 1. So a +7 on the differential. That's not bad. That's excellent. Great job at this point in time. As long as you advance out of the group stage, that's all we ask of you. That's all they did, and they did it the right way. Still issues for me on this national team, once again, this roster, but once again, they got the job done. If they can be a little bit more strong-headed, and when I say that, I mean like positive thinking, attack, move forward, find a way to go out and just not be hesitant with the ball, stop retreating to reset an attacking run. Okay, maybe once, maybe twice, but you don't have to do it 3, 4, 5, 7 times. Because now you're going to get into the knockout stage, and you're going to face either a Costa Rica or a Mexico or a Panama or a Canada or whoever in the quarterfinal round. If that's going to be a whole ball, a different ball of wax. That's a game changer. And when you're going to face these teams that have better players than what we have, and let's be honest, we have good players. We're not over the top great players. We do have some great players right now on this roster. But the truthful thing is this. It's not completely great. We have some good players, up-and-coming players, great ones right now. Richards, Luna, McGlynn. I just think that's about it. I would say just below that, Tolkien, Brendan Aronson, Adams. We don't have our full complementary starters for this Gold Cup roster right now. And it's also injuries as well. And hopefully by the time we get ready for the World Cup, that they will be injury-free and they're ready to go. And then bang, off we go. So there you have it. Happy for a clean sweep. Happy for 3 straight wins. But that's all I can say. This roster, as a collective unit, needs more time. Because it's not enough what we've seen so far. And we all know whose fault that is. It's from U.S. Soccer. But once again, more has to be done here with these players. If they go on a run and they actually surprise us and they actually win the whole thing, that's great. And then maybe there's more that will be available for the World Cup roster next summer. But until then, it's just not enough. I got to see more. We need to see more, and that's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the post-match show today. Join me tomorrow night for a regular For Your Scenes Fire American Soccer Show. I have Fabian Renkel on to talk about the announced, they are up for sale, the San Jose Earthquakes, and then I'll be joined by James Burla to talk about Michael Bradley as the new head coach of New York Red Bulls 2 and MLS Next Pro. My name is Daniel Feuerstein. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. As always, please, please, please enjoy your football. Once again, U.S. Men's National Team 2, Haiti 1. They sweep Group D of the 2025 CONCACAF Gold Cup. They're going to the quarterfinals. Have a good night, everybody. Take care, so long, and bye-bye for now. As always, please, once again, enjoy your football.